Welcome back to another tutorial, guys. I'm going to show you how to make this top. It's very easy. You don't need any pattern and you can make it in 30 minutes. So if you'd like to make one for yourself, grab your sewing machine and let's get into it. I'll begin by marking the length of my top, which is from my shoulder to 3 inches above my waistline. Now my waistline is 17.5 and when I minus 3, I have 14.5. So that's what I'm marking down here now. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'll be attaching a 3-inch band that ties to the back of the top. Moving on this waistline that I just marked here, I'm going to insert my waist circumference divided by 4, and from that point I'll extend it by 3 inches. Now at the very top here, I'm going to insert my bust circumference divided by 4, and I'll add 1 inch to that figure to help give me more coverage around the bust area. Now on this line that I just drew, I'm going to come inward here by 2 inches, and I'm doing this to give a little shaping for the halter neck area. When I'm done doing that, I'm going to connect it back into the line. Now I'm done, so I'm just going to cut this out, and I'll be cutting 2 of this. So one for the main side and one will serve as the lining. To begin sewing, I'm going to lay the 2 pieces right sides together, and I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and stitch down the sides. After sewing the sides together, this is what I have now. I'm going to make a gather stitch at this top part here. I've gathered the neckline and this is what it looks like now. I'll measure what I have here, and I have about 7 inches. So now this is the rope I'll be attaching to the neck area, and it's about 60 inches long and 2 inches wide. The first thing I'll do is fold it like so I can get the center of this rope. After getting the center of this rope, I'm going to take that's my neck measurement, which was 7 inches, and I'll divide it by 2. I should have 3.5 inches. So I'm going to mark that 3.5 inches on both sides of that center point. Now I'll take this to my sewing machine, and from this first 3.5 mark, I'm going to sew all the way to the end, and also from the other 3.5 mark, I'll sew all the way to the end. So after doing that, I'm going to turn this to the right side, and I'll come back and show you what it should look like. After sewing the rope, this is what it should look like. I've also gone ahead to iron this, and right here is the 7-inch opening, so you should also have something like this on your rope. Now I'm going to bring my top, and this is the right side. Now that opening, I'm going to insert the top into that opening just like this. I'll take this to my sewing machine and I'll run a stitch. After attaching the rope to the neck part, this is what it's looking like. Now I'm going to be attaching the rope to the bottom of the top. So to do that, I'm going to measure what I have down here, and I have about 22 inches. I've cut out my rope, and my rope is 72 inches long and 3 inches wide. So just like the first rope, I'm going to fold this in 2 and I'll mark the center of my rope. So I've marked the center, but I realized here that I had ironed this on the right side instead of on the wrong side. So where I'm marking now is the wrong side. So yes, just like the first rope, I'm going to take that 22 inches and divide that by 2. I'll end up with 11 inches. So from that center mark, I'm going to go outwards and mark 11 inches, and I'll also mark 11 inches on the other side. Okay, so I'll take this to my sewing machine, and from that 11 mark I'll sew all the way to the end, and from the other 11 mark I'll sew all the way to the end. Okay, so after sewing my rope, this is what I have now, and I've ironed it, and this is the right side, and this is the 22-inch opening for my top to go in. Now, just like the neck area, I'm going to insert the bottom of my top into that 22-inch opening. I'll take this to my sewing machine and I'll run a stitch across. And that is literally all. I told you this top was super easy to make. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, and also comment. You know I'm always down there replying you guys. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.